You know, over the years, I've become pretty comfortable in the Delmarva Life kitchen, but I have to say not as comfortable as I am in my own kitchen, and that's where I am right now. I'm alone in my kitchen, but I'm reaching out to other chef friends in their kitchens. Chefs like Sheila Loar of Salisbury, who joins me right now. Thank you so much for letting us come to your kitchen, even if it is remotely.
Thank you for having me.
So what are you making for us today?
Today, I'm going to teach you how to make something that everybody seems to eat, our crunchy whole grain chicken butts or some healthy chicken nuggets.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. All right, so what ingredients do we need?
Just a few simple ingredients today. We are using chicken breasts because it's more cost effective to buy those than the tenderloins. So we have cubed up a chicken breast, 1 pound. You'll need 1 packet of ranch dressing, just the dry powder mix, 1 egg white, some paprika, and then 6 cups, it's about 3/4 of a bag of your favorite chips. And I chose Sun Chips today because they're a great whole grain chip.
Whole
And
grain
that's
sun
it.
chips. What a great idea.
Whole grain Sun Chips.
Yeah. Okay, so what's the first step?
All right, the first thing that you need to do is we have separated the egg white. You can also use, if you have like an egg beater, egg white. To that, we are going to add our ranch dressing. So we're going to put that right in because the egg white is going to be used as a binder and the ranch dressing, the seasoning. So this is going to be delicious. It's going to coat that chicken, season it all at once, and it's going to be awesome. So we're going to take that and just whisk it. You can whisk it in any bowl that you have, and you really just want to put a little air in there and make it nice and fluffy so it can coat that chicken. As you saw, I just put a little bit of paprika in here as well. That gives it some nice color and a little punch of flavor.
Okay.
We're going to whisk that together. There you have it. So it should look like this. This is what it should look like when you have it to the point of where you're going to add it to the chicken. And then I cut up the chicken beforehand and I put it into a freezer size baggie. This is the safest way to cook and to coat your chicken if you're using a marinade or a sauce, and especially if you're working with kids in the kitchen, because this is a really great recipe to do with kids. So we're going to take our egg white, we're going to pour it into the bag with the chicken, and I'm going to grab a scraper just so I can scrape that out really well.
Okay.
And then we're going to seal up the bag. Make sure you seal that bag up.
Now, do you have to let it marinate for very long?
No, we're going to take it and just squeeze out the air, zip up the bag, and then this is the fun part. You're just going to take this and squeeze it and rub the egg white and the ranch dressing all over the chicken, and it's done. That's it.
Oh, wow.
That's all you do. And it doesn't have to sit, it doesn't have to marinate overnight. If you chose to do this overnight, you could certainly do that. It wouldn't hurt it at all. But that's really how simple to make the chicken with that ranch dressing sauce on it.
All right, Sheila, well, I tell you what, we're going to take a little break right now, and then when we come back, we're going to finish up the crispy whole grain chicken nuggets. So we'll check back in with you in just a few moments. Welcome back to Delmarva Life and welcome back to my kitchen. Now, before the break, we were visiting the kitchen of Sheila Loar of Salisbury. She was showing us how to make crispy whole grain chicken nuggets. And Sheila, when we left you, you had just put the chicken in the sauce.
Next, you're going to take your chips that you have in a freezer bag, your 6 cups of whole grain chips. You can take anything that has a flat end to it, even a tumbler, and you're going to just crush those to make the crumbs to coat the chicken. Okay. And this is a great stress relieving tool. The crumbs should be nice and small, so they're really just going to dust the chicken. And then we're going to open up the bag, and we're going to add the crumbs to the chicken with that ranch sauce on it.
And you don't, I imagine you don't want the crumbs too fine, but you don't want them too big either.
That's right. You want to break it down so that it looks similar to breadcrumbs, but it has some texture to it. Mm-hmm. So maybe like if you've ever crushed, it's like the bottom of the bag of chips where you see the crumbs on there. You're gonna put it into your bag and then you're gonna shake it. Really, really simple and easy. Everybody should have a freezer bag at home to do this in. And then a couple shakes and you're done.
Yeah.
Now these are gonna be transferred to a baking sheet that you have. I'm choosing to do mine in an air fryer today because my kids love foods that are fried, but I'm on the healthy side of things.
Yeah.
But we're gonna put it on a baking sheet. So if you have a baking sheet, if it's aluminum, stone, what have you, you can simply take tongs. You're gonna remove the chicken from the bag and just place it about an inch apart. You're gonna fit about probably 12 to 14 bites on your baking sheet.
Okay.
And then once you get all of the chicken on your baking sheet, you're gonna give it a little spray of some of your favorite cooking spray, so that actually is what's going to help accelerate the corn chips so they get crunchy in your oven.
Oh, very cool. I've never heard of that.
Just a little trick.
Yeah, yeah. Now you do a lot of, you help people and do some teaching, cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I hold cooking classes. In fact, with our quarantine period, I have been having virtual FaceTime cooking lessons with kids to give their parents something for them to do during the day. So we've been cooking together by way of FaceTime. But I really enjoy setting up cooking lessons and cooking classes for people in our community. We've used it for team building activities with the Board of Ed, with the City of Salisbury, and I really enjoy being able to teach people how to have a little kitchen confidence and also how to work together. So it's a great combination.
Well, that's wonderful. All right, so how long do we cook these?
These are gonna go into a preheated oven, 400 degrees, and they're gonna cook for about, I would say, probably 18 to 20 minutes. You always wanna check the internal temperature with a food thermometer and make sure your chicken's at least 165 to 175 to be complete. We're gonna give them a spray. It's like the bronzer.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna put that spray right on your chicken.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then this is going to be popped into your oven and bake, and you won't believe how good your house is going to smell. The other advantage of doing this is you control all the ingredients. You know that it is white chicken breast, it's whole grain corn chips, it's egg white, and these can be even made gluten-free to cater to those that need that diet.
All right. You have a finished product?
Yes, I do.
Oh, I knew you did.
I have to show you what it looks like. This is what they will look like when they're done.
Those look amazing. I wish I could reach through the computer and grab one and taste them, but I'm going to take your word for it. And if you would like the recipe, just send us a self-addressed stamped envelope to 1729 North Salisbury Boulevard, Salisbury, Maryland, or you can go to our website, delmarvalife.com. Sheila, thank you so much. I cannot wait to try them for myself.
Thank you for the opportunity. Have a great day.
All right, when we come back, we're going to see who's celebrating today with Delmarva Life occasions. But first, let's head to the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where Howard is making up a treat that will definitely get you rave reviews.
When it comes to food, there are certain flavor combos that go together perfectly. Think about peanut butter with jelly, pancakes with maple syrup, and a hamburger with ketchup. Another combo that I love is horseradish with slow-cooked beef brisket. And with Passover and Easter upon us, it's the perfect holiday recipe to share. We start by searing a brisket in a bit of vegetable oil until both sides are well browned. This is what's going to give our beef its nutty, rich taste. Next, we take the beef out of the pot and add sliced onions. We'll cook these until they start to caramelize. At this point, the brisket goes back into the Dutch oven along with some beef broth and a few cloves of garlic. Now we cover it and into the oven it goes until it's fork tender. Before serving, we'll take the beef out to rest and deglaze the pot with more beef broth and some grated white horseradish. Now all that's left to do is carve the beef across the grain and serve it with our flavor-packed horseradish sauce. Talk about mouth-watering. To get the recipe for what we call our braised brisket with horseradish sauce, just visit our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a holiday special way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.